Hey guys, welcome to the SimRacingPaddock. I'm William Marsh, and it is time to kick off our next championship in the Sim Racing System Championship. This season, we are going to be driving the Retro Formula 1 Championship. This will be pitting the Lotus 72D up against the Ferrari 312T. It should be a very exciting championship. And one thing that's pretty awesome though, I got my own custom scheme for once. So all throughout the times when we've been doing Sim Racing System Championships, I've always just used generic liveries, things like that. This season though, one of my friends, he decided to actually paint this custom scheme. And I gotta say, it looks freaking awesome. It has the colors black, red, and white. Looks awesome. Has the SRP livery. It's tricky to paint for this car though. I'll say that because it has a lot of curves, things like that. But hey, we have about an hour. Why not get some practice on our first track for the season, Donington Park? So this should work well. And also, I just want to give a quick shout out. I'll do another video on it in the future. But Svieg, one of the tracks that my friend actually made, Leon, he made this. He is also known in the community as the Sim Channel. He spent about 5 years in development making this track. And what's cool is actually SimRacingPaddock has a few signs on the track. So I'm going to be doing a preview and just looking at it later on. But it's a pretty fun track, I will say that. But we're not focusing on that in this stream. We're going to be focusing on Donington Park. So we are doing the Donington Park Grand Prix Modern Circuit. With these cars, it should be very, very interesting. PJ1, is it worth to get the Club Sport V2.5 over CSL Elite? It depends on what you're using it for. Because there are the circumstances where the Club Sport V2.5 is actually not better than the CSL Elite. Because you do have the element where CSL Elite PS4 is compatible with the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. The CSW V2.5 is only compatible with the PC and Xbox One if you have a compatible RIM. So that needs to be taken into consideration. In my opinion, the force feedback is a little bit better in the Club Sport Wheel V2.5. It's a little smoother, a little quicker. In my opinion, it's the better wheel. And I think that's the same opinion with a lot of other people who've tested both out. So that is sort of what I'm feeling. I accidentally do not have the paddle shifters mapped right. So I need to, or the shifter mapped right. I'm going to use my AIOLOGS shifter. And then I am going to, I'm going to use the AIOLOGS shifter and make sure to heel and toe. So, some relative authenticity. Too bad I don't have an H shifter on this cockpit, but it should be okay. My multi-sport life. Rather have the CSL Elite base and V3 than 2.5 and CSL pedals. I can understand where that comes from. The CSW or the Club Sport pedals are definitely more versatile, have a lot of great potential for modding, but in some ways, I honestly preferred the CSL pedals a little more. That's the interesting thing. But it's one of those situations your mileage may vary. I just like the upright design. I like the larger footprint than the CSPs. The CSPs always felt a little cramped in my opinion. But the CSLs are also a great option if you get the 3-pedal set. You just lose out on the modding ability. Game volume low, let's fix that. Okay, check, check, check. It should be a little better, I think. So Donington Park is a very fun track, but with these cars, it is pretty tricky. Because the thing is, this is the early stages of aerodynamics being used in Formula 1. So Formula One in the late 60s, they started using some wings in the very late 60s. Early 70s, they started fleshing it out a bit more. Oh, too loud now. Okay, hold on. Let's try that. So, early 70s, they started to really start fleshing out the wings a little bit. But in the mid to late 70s, that's when things such as ground effects started being developed and fleshed out to make for more competitive aerodynamics. But still in the early 70s, which is the era of the Lotus 72D and the Ferrari 312T, this was largely in the era of relying on a lot of mechanical grip. So you'll notice that in some of the corners that you can even take flat out in modern GT cars, you can't take flat out in these cars. So coming down into this dip, you'll notice we will have to lift. So lift a bit, keep the car on the track. Windows 64 R-Factor 2 is a great title. You can get a lot out of it. Unfortunately, some of the best content is now behind the paywalls, so I'd recommend the Endurance Pack, the GT3 Power Pack. If you want something different, there is the Formula E, but I'd recommend checking out sales, because sometimes those will go on sale. A little wide there. Do I watch all Sharks games? I try to watch as many as I can. There is one tonight, which I definitely want to check out, because they're actually going to be wearing their away jersey at home. So it's one of those things that actually you don't see every day. So it'll be fun to watch that game. Also, I have quite a few Sharks on my fantasy hockey team, and hoping that goes well. On the throttle, bring the car out. There we go. Yeah, I know. I believe the Steam Winter Sale is starting. Either it already has started or it's starting any time now. Even though it technically isn't winter yet. I think winter starts December 11th, and it's December 5th right now. This is a very lively car. Gotta be careful with it. Sideways. Wondering if there's a setup in the setup market that we can take a look at, because we do have about 50 minutes before the qualifying, so we can look into that. This car's a beast, though. It's relatively easy to drive, but pushing it to the limit, it will be vicious. Should be a fun championship, I think so. My only concern is when I pitched the idea to Henrique, who runs SimRacing System, he basically said, sure, we're going to throw the Ferrari 312 in as well. And the problem is that I think the 312 is going to be the faster car. I prefer the Lotus to drive. There is a chance it could be about as quicker, or maybe even a hair quicker, but the problem is the 312T in that era, I believe, was the faster car. So I kind of objected at first, and he's like, don't worry, they'll be the same performance-wise. We've tested it before. So I'm taking his word on it, but I'm cautious. Raging Beard, this is a fun car. I'm just driving with the baseline right now. It's challenging, though, because this is the early era of aerodynamics, so you're still going to have to lift a bit in high-speed corners. But it's nice because there were some people in the SimRacingPaddock Discord who were saying, like, yeah, I'm interested in the championship, but I'm not too keen on the idea of open-wheel cars. This is kind of a good compromise. You're not too aero-dependent, so that means that you can actually feel the grip of the car. Catch the slides, too. Something you can't really do in modern open-wheel cars nowadays. Yeah, I'm going to take a look at the setup market in a minute or so. Just want to finish this lap. Yeah, it's a 132.84. Let's bring the car to a stop. Windows, I'd say I recommend R Factor 2. It's a great title. Automobilista has a lot to offer as well. It's great bang for the buck. Project Cars 2 can be a controversial choice, but it can work at least. Yeah, there are options. Let's adjust the gearing. There's only hard and soft tires. Let's try soft. We'll do 35 liters. We'll try changing the wing a bit. We'll see how this setup feels. Alright, Windows, you have a good night, man. Alright, Raging Beard. We have your excuse now. Do you have an HTC Vive or something? So let's see how it feels going down this area. Still a little bit of understeer. Okay, you have the Vive Pro. Yeah, I've never tried the Vive Pro. I have my Rift, but I haven't been using it lately. So I'm guessing 131.7 maybe. We'll see how this is. So yeah, I'm hoping to get my review on this AIOLOGS shifter out in the near future. I know I'm a little behind on reviews and stuff. Life has been crazy these past few months. Apparently, there might be some black mold in my house that has to get dealt with, and could explain why I've been feeling sick a lot. So, on the bright side, getting answers about my health. On the downside, it might just require some frustrating stuff going into this new year. So, hoping for the best, bracing for the worst, having the inspector come to my house on Monday, and yeah. So I guess I might possibly be moving my studio back to the garage in the next day or so, and trying to start doing some streaming there, because I guess in the garage there isn't as much mold. Yay, I guess. But yeah, I'm sorry for not doing as much content lately, guys. It's just one of those frustrating things that sometimes you just gotta deal with. But it's a pain in the butt, I'll tell you that. This should be a tricky race, but should be fun at least. A little lockup. Braked a little early there, but we'll be okay. Mold is one thing, black mold is another. I'm just, yeah. .132.2. Let's get a good lap here. Yeah, this car's getting quick. .130.7. Yeah, the car's starting to really start coming to its own. I'm liking it. We can do a little more though. Yeah, if you guys remember, I talked about it last year, my house, parts of it got flooded pretty bad. So that's one of our fears, that that could be what it's related to. When we got flooded in the crawl space under the house, it got almost all the way to the top of the crawl space. Had to install like 5 pumps to get the water out, things like that. My roommate's part of the house actually flooded and had like 2 inches of standing water, so things like that. The garage is flooded, so it's that kind of thing that we're trying to look at and evaluate. Could that be why there might be mold under the house or something like that? So now our gearing is so much shorter, we're actually adjusting how we're shifting for the turns. So before we were taking these in 2nd gear, now we take these in 3rd. Love that low RPM throttle growl. Yeah, Todd, I'll have to take a look at it soon. I think I still have it loaded on this computer. It's interesting, this car is very free, but it's controllable. That was a little too much hot speed in there. Okay. Next lap will be our flying lap. We'll see how we do. Let's try this in 3rd. Yeah, that'll work. Then the hairpin at 2nd. There we go. Bring the car into the corner. Ride it out. Keep on wanting to go down to 2nd for this corner, but I don't think that's the best gear now. Yeah, I did get the other monitor replaced. For live streaming, I prefer single screen though. That's my personal preference for live streaming. You can see in my review of the Simplicity SW7C, I am using triples. One of the things that's tough though is that AOC, the company I bought my monitors from, they discontinued the models that I bought. So it was like the AOC 2741Cs, and they replaced it with an AOC 2741. This was the AOC 2761. The bezels are slightly different. Fortunately, the actual screens match, but since there's a difference in the bezels, there are gaps between the monitors now, which is kind of frustrating. So I bought electric tape the other day, and I'm actually going to put them between the monitors so that at least will eliminate that space between the two screens, or the other screens. Yeah, it's the good thing it's been raining, because that definitely played a big role in putting out that fire. Wish it came sooner, but hey, what can you do? It's interesting though, because my church's pastor has actually been going over to the area affected by the campfire because he wants to help provide encouragement and relief for people and basically be a relatable voice, because unfortunately last year he lost his home in the fires in Santa Rosa. So it's one of those tough situations, but he counts it as a blessing that he can help reach out to people who are going through a similarly tough time. Okay, we're down to a 130.26. That's nice. Switching from a G29 to an AccuForce, any advice? Take advantage of the Sim Commander software. Sim Commander software, it can easily be overwhelming once you first download it, but once you understand the different nuances of the software and are able to take full advantage of it and work that out, then you can really get a good experience from what I've heard. That would be my experience, trying to give you advice, but unfortunately I've never driven an AccuForce, so I can't speak from personal experience. I just know that Sim Commander software can be daunting to learn at first, because for these higher end wheels, there are so many different customization options. You can tweak individual forces. You can tweak the strength of the force feedback when going over a curb versus on the track. So there are things like that. So ultimately, what I would say is take some time and learn the software. It is a lot more complicated than Logitech's, but it can be a lot more rewarding too. Okay, it is 5:30 right now. I think we got the gearing pretty well. The gearing feels pretty good. I don't want to shorten the gears anymore, because I think if we go into the slipstream, then that might actually give us, or cause us to hit the rev limiter, I think. So, just thinking though, I want to maybe add one more click to front wing, because there are quite a few actual high-speed corners that we're still washing out a bit on. So we'll see if this does anything else, and to see if we get more improvement from this car. This is a really fun car though, I will say that. Oh yeah, that is a lot better. Okay. Yeah, I will say that I think SimExperience, they did a good call. I guess they lowered the price of the AccuForce Pro to $1,000. It used to be $1,200 with the wheel rim. The first generation was $1,700. So this is basically, I'd say, one of the best options for a direct drive wheel now. I would say it's one of the best options. So I think that this is something that needs to be taken into consideration, because I freaking love my open sim wheel. But to get a comparable package out of the OSW, you do need to spend closer to $1,500. Because with the 20 Newton meter OSW, that is roughly $1,000. To get a decent rim, I'd say $300 to $400. So that's a tricky situation for a lot of people. Have I ever reviewed or tried the AccuForce? Unfortunately, no, I haven't. There is a guy in Southern California that says he has one, and if I'm ever down in San Diego, I could try it out. So I might try to give it a try. But basically, my stance is that as long as Darren Ganji works at SimExperience, I am not going to buy one. Like, that's my personal stance due to my personal experience with Darren. I'm not going to fault you if you buy one. Like, it is a good wheel, but as long as Darren Ganji works at SimExperience, I am not going to buy a $1,000 product for a guy that has called me the names that he has. And basically, I sent an apology to him for some of the crap I did the past couple years and things like that. Tried owning up to some mistakes I made, and he basically told me to go screw myself. I'm not gonna spend $1,000 to support a guy who told me to go screw myself. So that's why right now I am not going to support SimExperience. For my butt kicker review, I made an exception. I bought SimVibe from SimExperience for my butt kicker review, and that was about $100. Like, paying $100 for that product is a lot different than paying $1,000. David, I agree. I reached out to him, and yeah, I reached out to him, and basically he said, I don't believe you. Then, or he said, I don't believe you unless you make a public video to your audience saying all the crappy stuff you've done to me, remove everything where I said anything relatively bad to him, then I'd consider believing you. I didn't read that email, and 2 days, like, I unfortunately didn't get the notification for that. The next day or 2 days later, he says, oh yeah, I thought you chickened out. Don't talk to me ever again. So yeah, it's a tough situation where I tried sending an olive branch, and I don't think that, like, at this point in time, things will ever be reconciled. I tried, but unfortunately, sometimes people don't do that. But yeah, so right now, I am not going to buy from SimExperience. Like, I do not feel comfortable buying a $1,000 product whose head of marketing, or either head of marketing or public relations, is a guy that called me words that would get me banned off of YouTube, I bet. So, yeah. I will, like, if I find someone local to me or nearby who has an AccuForce that I could test out, I would test it out, give an honest, unbiased opinion on it, because that is the point of this channel. provide honest, unbiased opinions. And the reality of it is that I do not feel comfortable buying it, but I would give an honest review of it. Teddy, do you have an AccuForce? I know you're following me on Instagram, I believe, so might be able to talk to you about that. Okay, well that could work. I'm only a half hour from Oakland, give or take. So that could work. I might finally get to test out an AccuForce. Alright, it's 5:36. We got 24 minutes. We're carrying so much speed in that corner now. It's an actual challenge to keep the car settled. It's the original AccuForce Pro, okay. Well, it's largely the same as actually what the AccuForce V2 is. So, what was nice about the AccuForce V2 was it's like close to functionally identical to the AccuForce V1, but they were able to save costs. So they were able to cut the cost of the Pro at that time from, I think, $1,700 or $1,800. They cut the cost all the way down to $1,200, and then now it's $1,000, which is pretty remarkable for a direct drive wheel and a steering wheel combo that actually exists. But yeah, I'll have to talk to you on Instagram about that. Yeah, the button box is really what the big deal is, because the button box, you can get like a 3D printed one for like $200. The higher quality ones are going to be a lot more expensive. And then I have a project I'm working on. I think it's behind me, or I might put it back in the garage, where I'm trying to make my own button box. And it's interesting because I barely know how to solder. Like, literally teaching myself to solder with this project. And got all the buttons working except 2. Got to fix those last 2 buttons. Bit of a challenge, but hey, could be worse. Dream Chaser. i7 or i5. Realistically, if you're just gaming, you're fine with the i5. The i7 is definitely better for productivity and multi-threaded applications. But the i5, like a good i5, especially like the 8th gen, 9th gen, that is quite a bit better, because a lot of these sims, it is more dependent on clock speed than core count. Core count's more important for productivity, photo editing, video editing, music editing, things like that. So I think an i5 would be okay. And so yeah, i5 would be okay. i7 would be a little better, but maybe a little overkill. Jack. My OSW is currently in my garage. I'm going to be reinstalling it on the Heusinkveld cockpit soon. Basically, I am testing the PC Racer with this Ferrari 488 Challenge rim. I'm currently testing this for review, and yeah, so far it's working well. Also, for this SimLab cockpit, my review, I want to test out with different wheels. So, honestly, this SimLab GT1 Evo isn't the best cockpit for an open sim wheel. It's not the best for most direct drive wheels because of the torque and also with the way that most of them mount. Richard from SimLab, they were saying, or he was saying that they were planning on making the OSW mount, making one compatible with the GT1 Evo, which I think would be a really smart move. Would make it one of the best direct drive compatible cockpits. But, I mean, it works with this cockpit, but there's a little more flex than my liking. Hello, Comer Racing. Welcome to the channel. But yeah, I like this wheel. There are a couple gripes I have with it. But it actually has some really good force feedback. It does a good job communicating what you need. So that's what I find really nice about this wheel. And also, this does highlight one of my main gripes with Thrustmaster though. And it's this ecosystem that they have. So, this rim that comes with the TSPC Racer is the only rim to have shift lights. You can see lights lighting up on this top of this rim. No other rim in the Thrustmaster ecosystem for the past 7 years or so has had shift lights built into the rim. You can only get this rim if you buy this specific combo. That kind of defeats the purpose of an ecosystem. I know a ton of people that would buy this rim by itself to mount on their T300 TX, TSXW Racer, TGT, T500 RS, any of the other bases. But no, this rim is only compatible with people who buy the specific TSPC Racer combo. So that's one of the frustrating things I find with the Thrustmaster ecosystem. And it's the same thing with the Sparco P310 rim. So many people saw that rim and thought, wow, that thing is awesome. But then at the end of the day, you can only buy it with that Thrustmaster TSXW combo. And that is frustrating. Defeats the purpose of an ecosystem. You're not going to buy 3 wheelbases for 3 different rims. Historic challenging to 1968. I haven't checked out that historic challenge, Smash Legends. I've just had a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes and haven't been behind the wheel as much as I'd like, unfortunately. Trying to change that, get behind the wheel a little more, but have to take things one day at a time right now. That's the tricky part. Alright, 5:44. In a couple minutes, we will be able to jump out and go through the session. Actually, let's jump out right now. But first, I just want to show you this new livery. Let me check something real quick, though. Talk about a messy car. That's what happens when you run a bit wide. But yeah, this livery is freaking awesome. This livery, I'm trying to remember who it was built by. Let me check to make sure real quick. So this livery was made by GT1 and gotta say it's awesome to actually get to drive a car with the SimRacingPaddock logo on. I want to try to do some more custom liveries, things like that, in future seasons, but gotta say, this is an awesome livery for this really awesome car. This is one of my favorite historic Formula 1 cars. It is pretty awesome. It was funny though, because what is funny slash awkward was I made this kind of stupid bet challenge a while back that when I hit 2,000 subscribers, or not 2,000, 20,000 subscribers, I would let some of my friends wax my chest as a funny prank slash video. And we hit 20,000 subscribers about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So, bittersweet. And yeah, so that means tomorrow is going to be torture day for me. My friends are going to film me in extreme pain. So, yay. And originally, one of the other people in the SimRacingPaddock Discord talked GT1 into making a waxing livery, like a wax livery. Let me see if I can find the photo of it. So this guy, he made these funny liveries, or this funny livery, SimRacingPaddock, brought to you by Good Wax, Turtle Wax, I think that might say Arctic Wax, and just a metric ton of different waxing companies. So yeah, thankfully I'm not running that car. So, Emperor GTR. This is the Lotus 72D. The Lotus 72D. Also in this championship, we will have the Ferrari 312T. Teddy, this is not the Lotus 79. 72D. Should get SRP logo waxed into your chest. Yeah, no. That's not going to work. So, we have 25 people in. This race is going to split. Nice. And one of the things we were fearing about. So my friend GT1, who painted this livery, he was afraid that most people were going to jump to the Ferrari because it's faster. I don't know if the Ferrari's faster. I think the Lotus might be quicker. It's lighter. It's less powerful, but it has more torque. So this could be an interesting thing. And son of a gun, I just realized I forgot to save the setup. This should be eek. Excuse me. Yeah, this should be interesting. 25 drivers sign up. Let's see. From what I am seeing, Rifki Fiat, he's back in. He finished right behind me in the championship. I think he finished third in the McLaren championship. Then also, Bo Adams, he was in. I believe he might have finished 5th or 6th. And then, let's see, Adam Beard, champion with the last season. He got a 1 race head start, but he's still the championship. You can go into Jarek and click last. Okay, thank you for letting me know, Jack. That'll be great. I totally forgot about that. So yeah, and Hector Munoz, he's in. I remember him from last season. And it looks like we have a lot of new people. That's nice to see. I think we have a lot of new racers. I don't remember Israel Marquez or Jorge. Juan Jose, maybe? I don't know. But hey, we have 10 minutes. So let's take a look and go reminisce in the past a bit. And see real quick. Will this actually let me check previous? No, I'm not seeing. I thought on the website you could check previous championship results. So let's go to simracingsystem.com. Competition, historic results. There we go. So if we go, I believe we're under GTR. Where is it? Of course, these are images, so I can't do an actual search. Slightly frustrating. Here we are, I think. Races. Yeah, so this is the series at least. Historic result. GTR standings. So this was last season. Adam Beard, he won by 35 points. He had one race head start, so that was frustrating, I'll say that. I took home second. I was 24 points ahead of Rifki Fiat. Andrew Karen, I saw you message. Yeah, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to make this race. Sorry to hear that, man. Hector Munoz, he finished 5th. And Juanjo Murillo, he's pretty quick as well. Victor, I haven't seen Victor drop in. That might be unfortunate if he misses this championship. Bo Adams, yeah, he finished 11th. And yeah, I'm not seeing I'm not seeing Israel, so he's new to the championship. So that's nice. We're seeing some new people in. So that's one of the nice things. We, in these championships, will be able to see different people taking part. So 8 minutes left. We have 29 people. Will Dawson, he is quick. Yeah, that 662 rating. I'm almost to the 600s, guys. If I get a good race, I might jump up to a 600 rating. That's nice. I'm curious, though. What is Gamer Muscles rating at? If I can find him. So if we can go into competition. SRS? Could have sworn driver rating road. There we go. So James West. He is ranked 457. He is 637 rating. So I want to take a look at his page. If we compare, I'm at 596, but apparently I'm a cleaner driver, so that's nice to see, because he had 3 point something. I have 2.08. Yeah, he has 3.32, so I have on average one less incident per race. Let's see. He has 4 race wins out of 259 starts. So just look into here. So unfortunately, I have a goose egg in the wins for Sim Racing System. I just always have some intense drivers in my race that are really good. I have 12 podiums. He has 23. But also, he has 5 times the races I do. So let's check something. Calculator. So he has, or I have 57 starts. He has 259. So 259 divided by 57. He has 4.5 times the races I do. So he has 142 top 10s. And I have 43. So statistically, I have like more top 10s per like 57 races. So that's cool to see. And then let's see. He has 23 podiums. I have 12. I don't even need to do the math, but yeah, still, I'm on average finishing higher than him. So that's interesting to see. I think the reason he has a higher rating is because he simply has taken part in more races. So yeah, he's up to 457. I'm at 697. And these kinds of races, things like that, they are weighted due to if you have more racers, like more races under your belt. So yeah, I've never added someone to my buddy list, I think, so why not? Apparently you can add a logo too, so I'll have to do that at a later date. What do you think of the AccuForce? Looking to upgrade Thrustmaster T150, buy a Fanatic rim and an adapter to go with it. If you're looking to buy a Fanatic rim and adapter, go with an OSW. Get an OSW from SimRacing Bay. Get the Fanatic quick release that they have. So get the Fanatic QR, and then get the SimRacing Machines conversion kit. And I think that would be a better package, personally speaking. Because if you're saying you're going with the AccuForce, that means you're sticking with PC only. So hold on a second. David Blair, let's find you. Gotta wait for these results to populate. David Blair, where are you? Dave Blair, there you are. 653, pretty close to me. See you on the track, Dave. Oh, I guess you're already on my buddy list, so you might have added me and I added you back or something like that. All right, lobby is opening. So we will turn off display capture, leave on game capture. Shameless plug time. If you haven't already, check out SimRacingPaddock on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. And check out SimRacingPaddock on the Discord at discord.me/SimRacingPaddock. Or just look at the links in the description. All right. Game capture, please kick in. There we go. Should be fun. Go generic, last, load. Donington Park. Let's save this. SRP race. Save. Go to soft tires. We'll do 20 liters. SRPQ. There we go. Let's hope for the best, because, yeah. So Israel's in the Ferrari. We'll see how this car stacks up. Gotta move the essentials bar, though, so I can actually see it. Use early on the brakes there. Stay on the throttle. Thread the needle. Looks like at first that V12 of the Ferrari might be a little quicker, but this lighter Lotus with slightly more torque might actually pull ahead. So gotta keep that in mind. So we're gonna get one lap in this practice, make our mark. That's called dipping and diving. A little loose under braking, but we're okay. I've actually never used Assetto Corsa. I know some people might get mad at hearing me say that, but I've never actually used it. Wow, Javier committing vehicular manslaughter. $129. But oh my gosh, one guy with the 128? Woo! Some of these guys are fast. We'll pull off the track here. Let me see if I have Crew Chief still installed. Let's load up Crew Chief. Haven't used that in a little while. So we're doing Assetto Corsa 64-bit.
Radio check. Can you hear me now?
Chief, how much fuel do I have?
We don't have the data.
Chief, how are my tires?
We don't have that data.
Okay. Dunk Z. Assetto Corsa is an app that will basically show you where other cars are relative to your to where you are. Okay. So I just minimized my Assetto Corsa. Let me check something real quick. Look, make sure my qualifying setup is loaded up.
Exit's clear. Okay, Will, we've got 9 minutes to get a decent lap in.
Oh, that's loose.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Well, obviously it's working because he's actually calling stuff out.
Clear to your left. Stay left. Clear on the right side. Right side for clear right.
The guy ahead has just done a 152.8. Yellow flag, caution, V10.
Clear left.
Sector 1 time's okay. Yellow flag, watch out.
Yeah, Steve, sorry, man. The spam filter's catching your chat. For those of you who are missing what he's saying, because his chat's getting blocked, he's saying that I should try to get in contact with SimWorks and take a look at their pedals, and I guess they have a shifter too. So maybe I'll have to shoot them an email.
The leader has just done a 129.4. Yellow flag.
A little late turn in. Catch that apex. Yeah, we're gonna have a full field this race.
That lap was a 128.7 V3. Sector 3 is 28 seconds off the pace.
Left side. Clear on the left side.
Whoa, he got loose.
Yellow flag.
On the left.
There we go.
On the left.
Yeah, Andrew, these are fun. And at this track, this is a great track to actually... Whoa! Whoa! Why would you stop on the apex? Oh my gosh. That was scary. That was scary.
Sector 2 time is okay. Yellow flag.
Trying to
Keep
hold
your wits
off.
about you, mate.
Whoa, Hector!
Clear to your right.
That was a hector of an impact. Whew. Oh, man. I am using the Thrustmaster TSPC Racer at the moment. I'm currently in the process of reviewing this wheel. My SimRacing Bay Open Sim wheel will be mounted on my Heusinkveld rig, which I'll be using later on.
5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
Alright, 5
There's
minutes
traffic
to
behind.
try
Keep your wits
to
about
get
you.
back to top 3 starting position. Oh, big
Yellow
impact!
flag, caution.
Parting the red cars, I guess? Javier's around.
You're clear left.
Shane. Haven't missed too much, at least. Right now we're in qualifying.
V4.
We're currently in 4th for qualifying effort. Bo Adams
Got
looks
cold
like he
front
just
tires.
spun around a bit.
Right side. Clear on your right.
Yellow flag, watch out.
Let's try something. Chief. Chief. How are my tires?
We're not seeing any significant tyre wear.
Okay, that is working now. Chief. How was my second sector?
Didn't understand that.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, I'll leave you to it.
Wow, he understands never mind at least. This is not the F1 mod. This is the Lotus 72D that that was introduced in the Dream Pack 2, I believe. Either Dream Pack 2 or Dream Pack 3. Okay, before I move my Heusinkveld pedals to my Heusinkveld rig, I am going to need to tighten the clutch a bit. It's getting a little loose. Whoa! Tank slapper. Just tame the car, tame the car. We're still in
to your left.
fourth.
Left side
Sorry.
clear.
Sorry. That was not good. Hold on. Okay, 2 minutes. We're gonna get an out lap and 1 flying lap. We can do this. Thought Chief didn't recognize the French accent.
Car approaching, watch your mirrors. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
That's a car stop.
Clear on your left.
He's not even leaving the track. Oh, now we left.
You're clear left.
Yellow flag, caution.
Now let's take it easy. Get the dirt off the tires. This is a third-party track in Assetto Corsa. Donington Park is one of the best third-party tracks, in my opinion, for AC. It feels mostly like it is built to Kunos level quality.
Yellow flag, watch out.
Oh, whoa.
Left side clear.
Hey, Sim Channel, I gave you a shout out earlier in this stream. I was talking about Spieg. I think that's how you pronounce it, you said?
Stay left.
Yellow flag, watch
Okay,
out.
1 shot at a lap. Hold on, Luis. Oh, lost it, lost it. Ah, we pushed a little too hard, and that got kind of crappy. Was that Rifki? So let's see. Pole, Lotus 72D by 4/10. Looks like these are pretty evenly matched. Let's try it. Chief. Chief. Get me a backup car.
Can't aim, mate.
Get me a backup car.
Okay, I'll tell you the gaps.
That's funny. It thought I said, I'll tell you, or tell me the gaps. Close enough. But hey, we qualified 4th. Let's make sure we change to our race setup, though, because those soft tires would wear out quickly, I think. Let's drop the pressures a little bit, though. Get a little more grip in the beginning. 18.5 laps, that's fine. We'll be okay. I don't think I need to take a degree out of the wing. I think we are already getting close to our top speed. I think we'll be okay. So let's save as SRP race, override. So now we get to see this beauty of a paint scheme in action. For once, I have my name on a car. Yeah, buddy. Wish me luck, guys. I am going to need it. So yeah, why the heck is my ping at 227? Usually my ping for these races they're like at 60. Don't jump the start. Don't jump the start.
Go.
Definitely did not jump. Take it easy. Cold tires, cold brakes. Ish. We made it through the first turn all right. Just gotta keep our nose clean. I would be happy with the top 5 personally. I'm getting a little greedy into that corner. Make sure I don't clip the grass there. Far from Fangio. Love that username. Counter debate. A member of the sim racing community, Jeeve79, offered to paint me a livery, and I was like, sure, why not? And he painted that awesome livery, so thanks to him. And there is a skin transfer app that will allow you to actually sync liveries with the sim racing system server. So I am hoping they will see me. Oh, a little too greedy there. Guy behind me is pushing hard. Wow, he just totally slid through that corner behind us. Oh, he must have lost a lot of ground. Little late to the turn in, but we get the drive off.
The gap in front is now 4.2 seconds. The gap behind is now 4.5.
The one thing I don't like about this AIOLOGS shifter is it gets loose easily under downshifting, I've found. So while I'm downshifting, the shifter will make itself a little loose. So I need to keep on tightening it subconsciously. So that's sometimes why I like tighten the shifter. I might try some thread locker though, some Loctite. So I might try that, seeing if that can secure the shifter a little better. So I'll experiment with that, and that's one of the things I will mention in my review. Sim Channel, this is a 20-minute race. I'm going to guess we're doing 1 minute 29 laps roughly, so maybe like 14, 15 laps. This is a sequential shifter. I would love to have an H pattern shifter on this rig. Later on, I'll try it out, I think.
About you, mate. The gap ahead is now 7.8 seconds. The gap to Adams behind is now 3.5 seconds.
I should not have shifted to second there. Looks like someone went off track behind us. Thank you to whoever it was who subscribed. This is the Thrustmaster TSPC Racer wheel with the Ferrari 488 Challenge rim.
Yellow flag, caution.
I see some dust. Even more dust. That is Giancarlo. We're up to third. Let's keep going. Steve, I am currently working on that project. Open Sim Rigs offer to send me a few components for building my own wheel button box, and I currently am working on that process. The only thing is, going into this project, I had no experience whatsoever with soldering. So I had to teach myself soldering. For the most part, it's working all right. I'm having an issue with 2 buttons though, but I am trying to get that working. Okay, I need to get a little more focused though, because we're actually gonna have a race behind me.
Yellow flag.
Because Giancarlo is faster, I think.
Incident in Coppice.
He got a little loose on the throttle.
Clear to your left.
He has a better run.
Car to your right. Hold your line. Still there, stay with them. Clear right.
Wait, I'm almost done with that wheel button box project, and I'll have a video about it when I'm done. It's just one of those things I gotta work on.
The gap to Adams behind is now 5.9.
Wait, 5.9? Hold on. Chief, what's the gap to the car behind?
3.8.
Oh, 3.8. Well, it's tricky because this is a H-pattern car that I'm driving with a sequential shifter. So I'm trying to time my heel and toes properly. But yeah, so let's get focused. Race is halfway over. Adams, I know he's a fast driver. We just got to be faster.
The gap in front is now 3.0 seconds. The gap to Adams behind is now 5.5 seconds.
Someone just spun. Gotta be careful. Giancarlo got caught up with a back marker. I don't know if he has damage. We just gotta take it easy around him now. I'm willing to let him build up a gap. That's the thing, because he is obviously the faster car. I'm fine with fourth.
Watch out.
A little too much speed there. We'll let the engine brake a bit before downshifting. Okay, thank you. Need to gain our composure again.
The gap in front is now 2.2. The gap to Adams behind is now 5.5 seconds.
Stay right, clear on the left side. Watch your right side. They're still there. Still there. They're in the right. Go, go, go.
What?
Clear right.
Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me? I don't know what happened. Something USB just totally went nuts on me. Something went nuts with my USB, and that completely, I don't even know. We'll finish this race if we can, but yeah, something was causing my USB to completely go nuts. That sucks.
The gap to Blanco behind is now 2.3.
Yeah, I got my play from Open Sim Racing. I'm gonna have to say an apology at the end of this race. How come I'm using Sequential and not H-pattern? Because I'm reviewing the shifter right now. I'm reviewing the shifter, so obviously I have to test it. That sucks. I thought it was Windows Update at first,
Car left, clear on your left.
but there was nothing I could do. That was a... Who said mechanical failures don't happen in sim racing?
There's an incident in Coppis. Looks like it's Blanco.
Well, that's gonna make a funny highlight reel at least. Voice only on the right side channel. I had to switch my audio over to my webcam. I had to switch it over to my webcam audio. I don't know if my actual mic is working right now. Let me try.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
We have no one around me, so why not try this? Check, check, check. Okay, that's working.
The gap to
Well, here's 18th for me.
On your right. Right side clear.
But yeah, something, it was with the USB. When the USB wigged out on me, that caused like a dozen issues. Like, it was freezing, stuttering. I couldn't see where I was going. Ay, ay, ay.
Left.
There's an incident in the old hairpin. We think it might be Blanco.
That sucks. We were going to get a top 5. Let's see if I can salvage something. But yeah, guys, sorry for that disappointing result. Would have loved to give you guys a top 5. It's curious though, because we were driving for over an hour and it was working fine. The race kicks in and boom, something goes
The gap in
nuts.
front is now 20 seconds.
Oh, that was scary. I just can't catch a break in sim racing system events. That's just what it seems like. I could make a full compilation and just say, I can't catch a break. Never dull moment. Never had to set up a catheter though. That
Incident in
sounds
Goddard.
sucky.
It looks like Marquez.
But yeah, when you were going to finish 5th, and then or 4th, and a mechanical failure knocks you all the way down to 18th, that sucks. We're gonna have about 2, maybe 3 laps left.
Yellow flag, watch out. There's an incident in the old hairpin.
Let's see what that is. Hopefully it's for position. Nope, it's Giancarlo.
Yellow
Another
flag,
car's
caution.
off. That's 17th, 2 cars ahead. We're pushing, 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 Saeed. Thank you.
Clear right.
flag. Keep your wits about you, mate.
This will be my last lap, I bet. Well, that's 16th.
Clear on the left.
Oh, there's almost a big wreck behind me. Can I get 15th? I don't think so. We'll try.
There's an incident in Coppets. Looks like it's Marquez. There's an incident in Redgate.
Hey, Norman, how's it going, man? Well, we caught a tough break, but at least we finished.
Car to your right. You're clear right.
That's all I can really say.
Clear left.
At least we finished. According to my spotter, schedule some testing. We'll get them next time. Chief. 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 Wow, you know it's bad when your crew chief gives you the cold shoulder. Wish that didn't happen, but hey, could have been a lot worse. Well, let's put it on an apology. Oh, man, I would have loved to get that that top 5, but yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, that'll make an interesting start to the first race of the season. I'll give it that. We are going to be having an interesting thought. One race down. Let's see if we actually have the results yet. Yes, we do. Let's take a look at this championship. This is going to hurt. Wait. Oh, this is just top. This is the bottom split. So bottom split. No points yet? Huh. Let's see first. But yeah, only way to go but up. Rifki, hopefully your race went well. Mine, I was running. Were you in my race? Or hold on, let's see. So, Adam, you ended up finishing 5th. Congratulations, Adam. I was not as fortunate. Ended up 16th because if you look here, here I am, I think, in this sort of brownish color. Right here, so lap 8, I had a USB issue. Something went wrong on my USB and completely wigged out my system. Was freezing, was like glitching and everything. Couldn't see where I was going, and ended up making contact with someone. I think it might have been contact with Bo Adams. If it was him, then sorry about that. But yeah, made contact and was stopped almost a lap to try to get everything sorted, and boom, all the way down to 19th and salvaged 16th out of it. At least your wheel stayed on, yeah. Jimmy, oh, poor Jimmy. That was rough for him. But I'm wondering what device was it that failed? Because some issues triggered when I was downshifting, but after that, it was working fine. And then my audio box stopped working. So I don't know. Let's take a look at these standings now. We're all the way down at 15th. Ow. That hurts. That really hurts. I mean, this is 6-week championship at least, so we can build up from there. I mean, we saw we have the potential to run well with these cars. I mean, I was doing well. It wasn't like I spun out due to making a dumb mistake. It was just something tripped out. And this isn't the OSW, so it's not EMI or anything. So, but yeah, so you see 6th or 15th place. 2 incidents from that. So I guess I hit someone and hit the wall. That's what I'm guessing. And then Adam, you have how many incidents? Adam, 6 incidents? Adam, how'd you get 6? Were you cutting corners or something? I don't know, but 6 incidents. You got hit about. Okay. But I want to see what happens when I look at the replay for this. So let's load up the Donington Park GP race. It was lap 8 where things started weirding out. Lap 8 was when things got really weird. So let's see how this goes. So this is lap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's lap 8. You can see that one was the one that just took too long. Idle laps. So we're starting to drive, and I think about here, I was like, whoa, 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 what's going on, what's going on, what's going on? And you see this guy just closes in. I'm like, oh, no, 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 I'm freezing up, no. I can't see anything. Then I'm shifting up, it's okay. Downshift freezes here, and I'm like, oh shoot, oh no, oh, it's this guy behind me that I hit. Oh, that's not good. Who was that? Thorsten, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'll shoot you a message in SRS. Please know if you're watching, this was definitely not intentional. You'll be able to see on my stream that my screen was freezing and everything, and I just couldn't see. Yeah, I can't really say anything beyond that. I'll own up to it because it was something on my end causing the issue. Is just crappy circumstances. So, yeah, I'm sorry about that. It was tough. But yeah, so let's try to forget about this week as quickly as possible and go on to next. Let's go on to next week. Sorry, Adam, just saw your message. But yeah, let's see where Thorsten finished, though. So we can go to race results. Races, we were in server 1. Well, Thorsten, he still finished 6th. So that's good. That's good. But yeah, that was just tough break. Tough break. Where are we at next week? Let me take a look. Excuse me. I'm trying to remember where we're at next week. Next week, we are at the Nürburgring Grand Prix circuit. Nürburgring GP circuit. Should be a lot of fun. I hope to see you there. But until then, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. And I'm just going to take a look at this screenshot that the Sim channel put out real quick. Yes, guys, I mentioned it earlier in the stream. The Sim channel, they developed a track, Svieg. And look who is on side of the track. That's a nice touch. Thanks, Leon, Sim channel, for doing that. That is one of those little touches that brighten my day. And also, if you check the pit road, you'll see my logo next to Gamer Muscle. Yeah, that's totally unintentional. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hope to see you next week where we hopefully will get a better result at Nürburgring. But until then, guys, thanks for watching. For SimRacingPaddock, I'm William Marsh, and you have a good rest of your day.